Hey guys, thanks for coming back. I've got Rob here who's going to help me look at some charts. Hey Rob.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good. This is fantastic. I am so happy to do this. So we were chit-chatting and I showed you the VIX coming into that 9-day three. Look at that right there.
Yeah, and that it's interesting. This is the first time that I've seen you post a 9 day, but everything has a. I guess you're just looking at where the resistance is.
Well, I got the level from Jim, the VIXologist. He is a
Okay,
huge VIX trader. That's all he does. And
I
he,
see.
he kept going on about the 9 days, so there's some
Okay,
magic to it
okay,
with the particular market. So I got the level from him, and I just
I
put
see.
the JATS PT3 on it.
Okay,
So we'll see. It did break the 7, right?
okay,
So, and
yeah,
it broke the 23-day one
right.
and the 7. So the next
Oh,
logical
the
step,
next one is a nine. Okay,
9,
I
yeah.
see.
So I've got that as an area of interest, and then the 23-day one. Our magic 23, 30, 37-day VIX
Right,
calculations. That 23-day mean 1719. So up here, all the way up to 1973. Wouldn't that be heaven? The low is 1455. So right in the middle is 1719. So we're going between that 1746 and that 1719, that little zipper right there. I think we're stuck in that.
right, right.
But if we get up here to 1746, they're going to be getting some ball crushers involved, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it
Yeah,
could rip our face off going higher. So that's, I think, what some people are looking at. If it turns around and goes back, the ball crushers come in, that market's going to rip up. So right now we hit the level and I have come off of it with the volatility already.
right.
So I'm thinking challenge it one more time in the RTH. Anything above 1757, I mean, look out, right? Hold on to your
Right.
sombrero. What do you
That's
think?
right. And it would imply the market going down further if we hit that.
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. We had the huge day in the SPX yesterday,
Right.
and got down to 43.30. Yeah, big down day. Came back a little bit, that overnight drift today.
Right.
But yeah, the distribution went from the mean to the 3, extended out one time.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah. Interesting. Those levels
So here's your daily, and
are the Globex, right?
well, this is a daily,
Okay.
and the Globex right here inside the daily, um, we got right up to that Globex 1 and tagged it.
Okay.
And so we'll see what happens here. We're at, again, these, areas getting close. We go up a little bit higher, which would lend me to believe that this is going to be coming down.
Right.
Um, and ES going down.
Right. So that 9 day level is what is that 9 day level? That's at 1746. Okay. Yeah.
So go up to, says if we go up to the 1746, we're going down in the ES. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I think it would go down to this 43.55 lower daily one.
Uh-huh.
I might catch a bid right there. 43.55 to 43.57.25. We'll see. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. The one thing we can do is like guess or try to project where it might go if we get the direction right. But really, all we have to do is follow ball, right? Go
Right.
where it's going. So have a lower volatility on your chart. I can use
Uh-huh.
the JATS PT levels just like I do with ES. Know if I'm going outside the distribution, what is the tail? So right here we're outside the daily 3.
Uh-huh.
So we're going long ball already. So I'm thinking that 46 is going to get hit. It's just right there.
Does your chart, the chart, your day, your chart, because I have a 17, I see that it hit 1755
Oh, I'm
after the
sorry, I've got
market.
the wrong data on here. Hang on.
Okay,
Good observation. Coming through for me already. Muy gracias. Yeah, be careful. The template was on user defined, whatever. You need to have 24/7 for the indexes. There
right.
you go. Thank you.
Yeah, so it did hit it. So if you go back on that 9 day, it did actually hit it
Okay.
because its 9 day was at 1746, right? So
Let me go back and check. Did I do that again?
data series,
Oh,
yeah.
I did. Oh my God. Oh shit. I was like posting it all over Twitter. Okay,
Okay,
well it's 1747. All right.
right.
Well, oh no, it went up to 1772. I need to
Oh, I see.
update that. Oh hell,
Oh,
yes.
okay, so it
Good
changes
call.
your levels. Okay, well
See, I
that's good.
told you I
That's good
needed
to
you.
see.
People
That's
are
good to
trying to
see.
probably saying, "What the hell is she's talking about?" 46. It was on the wrong template. Okay. All right, here. This is well, there it is,
The
look,
mean,
I
that's
got
the
I
mean
got
between
yeah,
the the
I'm
seven
meaning
and
the
the 9 day,
threes.
right?
Yeah, I'm meaning the threes. I got lucky on that. That's funny.
Okay, now, okay, so on my data, on my interactive brokers data, at right after 4 p.m. Eastern yesterday, it it hit 1754 is the high. So that's what I have in that and it just reached up there. But your high is 17 is not quite there. So um, did your data end at 4 p.m. because it was right after 4 p.m. that it reached up there. Oh, there it is. Yeah,
54.
yeah, 54. Yeah. Okay, so
Is
you
that
have
what you
that.
have?
Yeah. Hmm.
Wonderful. So, and one thing that you were, great at pointing out were these divergences. Higher highs but lower high momentum
Right.
rolling over.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And on the 30 minute too. Right.
Yeah, and now we're
Yeah.
back below the daily one.
Right.
So, which is bearish, right, for the vol. And we're below the momentum, below the standard deviation for the BB mom.
Right.
So, if the vol is rolling over, which I thought it would, you know,
Uh huh.
and here it goes.
Right.
Hit my level. Wow, look at that. That's beautiful. So, yeah, well, thank you for keeping me in the right data series. This is so important if you don't have the
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Well, your daily only goes up to 4 because it didn't, right? Because I see the 4 p.m. at 1730. It's like 1730, and then um, but right after it, like 4:05.
Hold on, my daily was set to that wrong template also.
Yeah, if you go,
Good call. Okay, there we go.
yeah.
All
Now
right, that looks
does that
better.
change your
It does. It did
it
change
changes
it.
your nine
It it
days?
it it actually did.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You're amazing. See how much I need you? I was posting the wrong levels. Okay, 1989. It makes a difference what data series, you know.
Yeah.
So, here, let me put this on there and go back and get the lower one. 1239, 1989, like 1439. Right here. So I was close. 1720. No, not even close. Well, hold on. 39. Where am I going? 1439. Shoot. Yeah, that's there. Okay. So that's right. I don't know what to say. Maybe it's the 37. It does make a difference, this template. So we're going to go back down. Could be going down to that 1519. Coming back to the 37.
Okay.
Or if we do the 30, it could go even lower, I think.
Okay.
1492. So
Do you
1519 to 1492. But
do you have your 7 and 9 days up there?
I have my 21, 23, 37. So
Okay.
I can add 7 and 9. We want to put 7 and 9 threes.
Yeah.
So let's put some orange threes on it.
Okay.
All right.
So that changed
PT3
everything in
orange.
your template
Yeah.
by changing the
Yeah,
data.
it did.
Huh.
So it did. 7 day close. It wasn't inaccurate. It was just showing yesterday's close. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so it was actually accurate information. It just clarify that, but just did not have the current updated data. All right, so here's the 9. There we go. 7 and
Okay.
9. So those are the three. The orange are the three. So look at here, 1747.
Okay.
So, and then it snapped back to 1772. So that's that difference that I was showing you.
Right. Okay.
So it went from, if you reload the Ninja script, the 1747 that I was posting, which is
Right.
accurate, and
Right.
then the actual current data is 1772. So it self adjusts to the current data.
I see.
So we were both right,
Okay.
the computer and me. But yeah, it look at this. See how it stays inside the orange?
Right. Uh-huh.
So you could sell your vol according to this template. And so that would mean that we are close to the end of the long ball.
Yep.
We have some more to go. So we have between
Possibly.
anything, possibly anything above 1720
Uh-huh.
would be the fly zone. So the updated fly zone, 1720 long. So I'm going to take a new screenshot. Sorry about that. And thank you. See, it is teamwork. It really is. Um,
Yeah, I like to look at the extremes whenever they are, you know. At least that tells me the sometimes the close you know, the RTH close paints a different picture, but it does show
yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're below the daily one, so yeah, it's definitely moving down. And what I like to do when I go into the opening ranges, so here's the Globex. You know, we hit that Globex one falling back down. If we go to that higher 1772, we could, potentially get down here to our lower levels. 43.26 just end the week on the low, which very well could happen today. So I have my volatility envelopes from 6 to 7,
Uh-huh.
and it went up to the upper 3. 7 to 8, you can see that this 975 points is what we're expecting, and we're almost to 8 a.m. right now. It's 7:56 a.m. So you can
Central.
measure
Yep.
central, yeah. So let's measure the current candle and see that it is at 9, and look at here, 975. So the JATS PT measured the 1 hour range, the hourly range from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. is being 9.75 points. So um, target reached, and it's
I see.
just it just that's what
And
we
it's
do.
pulling
Right.
back. Yeah.
And so we yeah, target reached. So
Mm-hmm.
now we can go to the 8 to 9 a.m. range coming up
Yeah.
and project where that's going to be. I have a template already set out for it. And that's going to go higher range to
That includes
1250.
the opening. Yeah.
Well, this includes the opening, correct? I've got one for 8:30 to 9:30. ready to go
Okay.
also. But for 8 to 9, going to 1250 points. So my second standard deviation is rising. So expect that range expansion, of course, going into the RTH Open.
Right.
1250 points for the second standard deviation, 68% of the range. If
Okay.
it breaks the second standard deviation, you want to go higher, right? You're
Right.
looking to expand higher. So 9 to 10 even goes higher to 1450. So we're going up from 1250, well, actually from 975, 1250, 1450, and then you start rolling over, going back down. From 9:30 to 10:30, it goes down to 1325.
Right.
From 10:30 to 11:30, it goes down to 875. Do you see that?
Right.
So we're
And that reflects the 14-day, the past 14 days.
of this 1 hour time frame,
Yeah, of that
correct?
1 hour of time. Gotcha.
So it gives you a benchmark,
Right.
so you know what's happening. Where are you relative to this point range? Are you target reached? Which most of the time that's what you're thinking. 68% of the range target would be reached if you had some good volatility. So if you could find yourself in a good volatility area, you would expect that to be hit. If you're in low volatility, you're going to look to that 34%,
Right.
68%, 95%. Or if you're in high volatility, you can go all the way to the end of the range. Not
Right.
all kids are all 6'2", right? Some, are 5'10", some are, 6'0", or lower, but or higher. But so you just have your probability distribution. You want to hit the lowest hanging fruit possible. You want to hit the target.
Right.
So the 68% is a good target to look for.
Yeah.
So then it goes, flat lines 950. It does pick up in the after lunch power hour, 12:30 to 13:30, and 13:30 to 14:30 at 1275. So you never really get a back above that high opening range. You're still lower, 1275, and then it flattens out. I didn't do my last distribution.
Well, it's
Um,
nice to have all those templates ready to go so you can just click on it.
oh yeah, the best thing about NinjaTrader is being able to save templates of your indicator settings. So here is the last one. Let me set it up real quick. 1430 to 1600. So the last, oops, the last one of the day, um, we can expect, 1025 range. So it even contracts at the end of the day. It's Friday. So it's showing us, this at 10:30 in the morning. That's your highest fall. It's going to be lower from that point, lower
Right.
forward, according, to the current
Right.
projection.
And
So
it's according to the averages for the last.
exactly, and that's one thing that we should always emphasize is
Right.
these are backward looking levels.
Yes.
Things in the future can affect that. If it's breaking those ranges, then you know what to do. It's breaking those ranges.
Right.
So you have that benchmark.
Yeah. Interesting. It's
Very
it's
good.
interesting
Very good. Yeah, it
to.
came right here
to
to the middle of our threes and turned around just like flipping a dime off a curb, right?
yeah.
Right in the middle. Mm. All right, kiddo. Well, thanks for the first inauguration of the chart review. I hope this makes sense, and we'll stick around and be looking at the levels today. And anything you want to add?
No, just it's. I like your input about when things break. There, like you say, we're looking in a rear view mirror when we're looking at the ranges, but the future doesn't always show what's been done in the past. So that is the wild card here. But your observation that things can continue in the other direction. Um, break historical precedents. So that's interesting.
Yeah, momentum is, or volatility and momentum both are clustering. That means they repeat.
Right. Right.
And they also mean revert, so you have to be careful. That's both. Yeah, just
Yeah.
be sure to know which side you're on.
Yes.
Yeah, be on the right side of that ball, babe.
Yeah. Right.
All right, honey. Well, thank you so much. We'll do another one on Monday.
Okay.
All right, talk
See you.
soon. Thanks.